So on Monday, Cathie Wood purchased roughly $23 million worth of shares in Pinterest. And if that wasn't enough, last week she purchased over 900,000 shares worth roughly 40 million. And this is despite the stock selling off after earnings. So what happened on earnings? Well, although they reported better than Q4 earnings and revenue, they missed on gross bookings and free cash flow. So if we go to the monthly chart, we can see these rejection wicks. As you can see, price didn't close above the weekly sellers level. However, if we look at it on the weekly chart, we can see that we did get a weekly close above the upper portion of the zone a couple of weeks ago. And the zone was created back in December when you had a drop in price, some basing candles, and then a drop. So let's take this off the chart. And before we continue with the analysis and figure out where price is heading next, let's get into the news. So in a significant move on Monday, Cathie Wood led ARK Invest made headlines with its substantial investment in Pinterest, again purchasing over 23 million worth of shares. This bold decision comes amidst Pinterest's recent Q4 earnings report, which presented a mixed financial picture but showed promising user growth. ARK Invest's decision to significantly increase its stake in Pinterest by buying shares across ARK Innovation, ARK Next Generation Internet, and ARK FinTech Innovation underscores a strategic bet on the social media company's growth prospects. Despite Pinterest's Q4 revenue miss and an EPS beat, the firm's user base expanded by 11%, signaling potential for future revenue growth. Again, last week, ARK Invest bought nearly 990,000 shares valued at $40 million across various ETFs. All right, so the question is, where's price heading next? All right, so if I look at the weekly chart, you can see we had a rally in price, a basing candle, and a gap higher, which is a rally out. Price came down and then moved higher once again. So price is on the verge of retesting the gap fill at $35. Now if we take that to the daily chart, $35 would be right here. However, on the daily chart, I don't really see that level of interest that I'm looking for. So when in doubt, we zoom out. And there's two levels of interest. First one's going to be at $34. Weekly buyers. But then we have another level down below, which took out this pivot high to the left. You have a rally in price, a couple of basic candles, then the rally out. So this is known as a level on level. And typically when you have a level on level, again, we just had the Super Bowl. This is the offensive line, and this is your quarterback. Meaning, as price comes into the zone, the sellers are going to get canceled out by the buyers. So if price breaches this zone and comes down here, the buyers overwhelm the sellers, and typically you get a reaction. So this is weekly buyers at $31. So let's see what happens. Cathie's convinced it's a good buy. I'm in agreement. take a stab at 34. You can dollar cost average. Put a stack here. Another stack of orders here. How high can we go? Next target, I'm looking for $46. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.